Hello and welcome to AI Agents, your weekly source for the latest in artificial intelligence. I'm your host, Alex.
And I'm Jordan. It's great to be with you. Today is June 16th, 2025, and we have a packed show. We're talking about a strange coalition targeting Tesla, Meta's quest for superintelligence, and the growing legal battles over AI training data.
Plus, we'll look at how AI is transforming everything from credit rewards to mental health care. So let's get right into it. Jordan, let's start with a story that feels like it's straight out of a movie. It's about Tesla, but not in the way you might think.
I'm intrigued. This isn't about a new car or a software update, is it?
Not at all. A report from Business Latest details how a single post on the social media platform Blue Sky back in February sparked a massive movement. It brought together a very unlikely group of people: environmentalists, anti-Trump advocates, and even some federal workers.
That is a diverse coalition. What's their common goal?
Their goal is to actively hype Tesla's recent stock slide. They've formed a coordinated effort to highlight any negative news and amplify the narrative that the company is struggling. It's a fascinating example of social media activism directly targeting a major corporation's market value.
It really blurs the line between public discourse and market influence. While one big tech company is dealing with that, another is doubling down on its biggest ambitions. Meta just announced it's creating a new AI lab.
That's right, and according to a report in Last Week in AI, the lab's stated goal is to pursue, and I'm quoting here, superintelligence. They're putting their top AI researchers, including Yan LeCun, on this project.
This feels like the next phase of the AI arms race. It's no longer just about building better chatbots or image generators. The goalpost has moved to creating artificial general intelligence, or AGI, and now, apparently, superintelligence. It's a massive statement of intent from Meta.
It is, but as these companies race toward more powerful AI, the legal and ethical battles are heating up right behind them. And that brings us to the courtroom.
This seems to be the theme of 2025. Who owns the data that fuels these models?
Exactly, the same report from Last Week in AI highlights two major lawsuits. First, Reddit is suing Anthropic. They allege that the AI company scraped and used Reddit's content for training its models without paying for it.
That's a big one. Reddit's data is a goldmine of human conversation, and this follows their big push to monetize that data through licensing deals. They're clearly defending their turf.
They are, and it's not just social media companies. Disney and Universal are also suing an AI firm for copyright infringement, claiming their creative properties were used without permission to train generative AI.
So we have user generated content on one side and massive corporate intellectual property on the other. Both are seen as essential fuel for AI, and the owners want to be compensated. This will set huge precedents for the future of AI development.
It absolutely will. Now, moving from the courtroom to the boardroom, let's talk about how companies are using AI to get a competitive edge. Databricks has been making a lot of noise.
They're everywhere right now. I saw they're a platinum sponsor for the big SIGMOD data conference in Berlin later this month.
They are, and their tools are powering some really interesting applications. For example, a company called Card, which manages credit card rewards programs, is using Databricks AI. They wrote about how they use it to categorize millions of transactions to figure out what people are actually buying.
So instead of just seeing a charge from corner store, they can classify it as groceries or coffee.
Precisely. That better data allows them to offer highly personalized rewards, moving from generic labels to genuine customer loyalty. It's a very practical, effective use of AI. And just last week, Databricks announced a new product called Lakebase, which is a fully managed database designed to unify analytics and operational data.
That makes sense. Companies don't want their data siloed. They want a single source of truth to build these kinds of intelligent applications on top of. It's a smart move to make their platform even stickier for customers.
And it's not just Databricks. We're seeing innovation across the board. The credit company Equifax just announced it secured 35 new patents in the first half of this year, many of them related to driving responsible AI innovation.
So they're building a defensive moat of intellectual property around their AI methods. That's another sign of a maturing industry.
It is, and investor money is following. Sojo Industries, which focuses on industrial automation and logistics packaging, just announced a $40 million financing round. They're using that capital to scale their track and trace software and automated packaging centers.
From personalized finance to industrial logistics, AI is clearly becoming a core part of the business infrastructure.
It really is. And to round things out, let's touch on one of the most impactful areas, healthcare. This is where AI's potential feels most profound.
I agree. The applications for improving human health are incredibly exciting.
A company called Wysa just launched an AI-powered chatbot in the US specifically for mental health patient intake. It automates the initial screening process, and they've found that in real-world use, it cuts patient assessment time by 30 minutes.
That's a significant time saver. It frees up clinicians to focus on treatment rather than paperwork and could reduce wait times for patients seeking help, which is a huge bottleneck in mental health care.
It's a perfect example of what an ODSC article calls rethinking healthcare with AI. The future isn't just about faster diagnostics. It's about creating efficiency and enabling new frontiers in early detection and personalized medicine.
It's a powerful note to end on. From stock market drama and corporate ambition to the nitty gritty of business data and the future of our health, AI is truly touching every aspect of our world.
It certainly is. And for our listeners who want to dive deeper, the Open Data Science Conference, ODSC West, will be back in San Francisco from October 28th to the 30th this year. A great place to see what's next.
The pace of change is just staggering. It's more important than ever to stay informed.
I couldn't agree more. That's all the time we have for today. Thanks for tuning in to AI Agents.
And thank you for listening. We'll be back next week.